Just how reliable are the Enphase Micro Inverters compared to string inverters? We get asked this all the time. And as our company installs more Enphase Micros than anyone else in Australia, our answer is always way more reliable. And we can prove it. We've only ever had a handful of problems with micros, especially when compared to string inverters. So, in this video, we're going to show you how Enphase and SolarAy are able to achieve this. We're going to look at 1, the design, 2, the manufacturing process, and 3, what happens out there in the real world on your roof. The first thing to look at is that the Enphase Micros are designed from the ground up to last 25 years. This may sound really obvious, but a string inverter is designed to last 10 or 15 years. So with a micro, the reliability is designed in from the very beginning. In simple terms, and there's lots of techo information available if you want it, just ask us, they do this by miniaturizing the electronics and reducing the amount of components that are actually on your roof. They also test all their designs to last well beyond 25 years, which is almost unheard of with electronic products. How old was your last mobile phone when you replaced it? The second thing Enphase do is manufacture their microinverters to last the distance. They use sophisticated technology, processes, and more rigorous testing to ensure they will keep working, even in such a hostile environment as on your rooftop. Importantly, in the final stage of the manufacturing process, the entire unit is filled with a polymer-type substance. This is called potting. That means no air or moisture reaches any of the componentry. This dramatically increases the potential lifespan of the electronics over any other standard products such as a computer, a TV, and yes, a string inverter. Now, let's have a look what happens out there in the real world. SolarAy Energy installs and manages more Enphase microinverters than any other company in Australia. So we have a large number of them that we monitor and look after for our customers. So here's the important point. With over 100,000 Enphase units installed, we have only ever had around half a dozen failure issues caused by a faulty or unreliable product. Let me say that again. The failure rate, and we've been installing them ever since Enphase set up in Australia about 7 years ago, is so low it's not statistically measurable. Even with all that, the next question we are often asked is, how do they work when it gets hot? So as we know, a hot day in Sydney or Melbourne can now reach 50 degrees in some areas, thanks coal and gas, which means that it is going to be much hotter up on top of your roof. Because we monitor a huge number of microinverters, when it gets really hot, we really can't help ourselves to check and see how they're all going. So far, we haven't found one instance of a site shutting itself down due to heat. Now, this is not to say that string inverters are not reliable, or at least not all of them, but even the good ones have a normal failure rate of several units per 100. Also, the cheap string inverters, in our experience, can have a failure rate of 50% or much more. So, to sum it all up, the Enphase microinverters are designed from day one to last a long time. They're then manufactured to last a long time. And as Australia's largest supplier of Enphase micros, our real-world experience confirms their reliability, including when it gets really hot. If you want to read all the tech info on this, we have a full article at the address on your screen now. So, if you buy an Enphase microinverter system and match it with the right high-quality panel, your system is designed to last decades, way longer than a string inverter system. Oh, and while it will last longer, it will also produce more energy, saving you more money along the way, but that's a whole other video. For more details or to find out more, click on the link below and we'd be happy to help.